Hello everyone, my name is Troy, this is Billy, and we want to welcome you back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you an exciting video because I will be going over my unpopular opinions on the KotLC series. Now I've done quite a few videos of this in the past, and I've got to say these videos are a challenge for me because I end up sharing these unpopular opinions and then you end up agreeing with them. So I'm going to challenge myself in this video to share opinions that I really do not think are going to be popular and that you guys will not agree with. Let me know in the comments if you do agree with these or which ones you don't agree with. Please do leave a like on these videos. It really does help a lot for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe down below, and let's get started. Alrighty, so my first unpopular opinion is that for the KotLC movie that they're working on right now, I do not care if they change the plot or the characters, and in fact, I encourage it. Now, I don't know that I'm familiar with book-to-movie adaptations or book-to-TV show adaptations. I've seen a couple, but I'm not like super knowledgeable about them. But I honestly wouldn't mind some changes to the book's plot or the characters or anything like that. I know I've seen a lot of people in the comments like if they change a single detail, then they'll throw a fit, but I really don't feel the same way. Like, yes, I'm attached to the story and I'm attached to the world, but having some new content, some new plot, seeing some new things would actually be really cool, especially because we get this absolutely amazing chance to look inside of the world of the Keeper of Lost Cities on a big screen. It also just makes it a little bit more fun for like the directors who are creating a new story. I would also love to see more diversity within the casting. That's super important to me. And I also wouldn't mind this about the graphic novel, so we'll see. Graphic novel movie, I don't care too much if some details are changed. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like this series has just felt a little different within the last few books. I don't know if that's me aging, like, you know, being several years older. For those of you who don't know, me, Joey, and Austin have had this channel for, I believe it's 4 or 5 years. So we've grown a lot since we started reading the books, but also the books have become more mature, a little darker, and a little bit more convoluted. It's getting hard for me, like having a high school education, to understand the books. So I can't imagine like what it would be like to read this book in elementary school and try to understand, especially like Stellar Loon and Legacy and Flashback. I would definitely love to hear your comments below, but have you noticed a change in the series? Now, I don't know if this one's controversial or not, but I believe that Team Valiant is very unnecessary. I mean, it's important that Sophie has some power, and that power is like her regency and her connection with the Councillors. But at the same time, when was Team Valiant important in Stellar Loon? Because I can't remember like a single scene where that was even mentioned. I guess it put some distance between Sophie and Fitz in Legacy, but really the start of their breakup was with Sophie being unmatchable, and that was like a crack that could never be mended. I wonder what you guys think. Like, do you think that Team Valiant was necessary? Because I remember it taking up so much page time in Legacy, and it never really amounted to anything. I don't know if it will ever amount to anything. I guess we'll have to see in book 10 or even book 11 now. So okay, this one's a super hot take, but I'm actually looking forward to the series ending. I feel like the last couple of years, Shannon has been pregnant. We've been waiting 2 years for each book, and it's just unbearable. I don't want to have to wait until next fall to get the next book. Like, that's just unbearable, and I can't imagine doing that another time after book 10. So I really hope book 10 is the final book, but I also want to say this with my utmost love for the series. Like, I'm just so excited to see how the series ends, and that's just like that inner fan in me. I really want to see the world, you know, healed and the never seen and put away. I want to see Sophie not have to be put through so much like anguish and torture all the time and battles. She's a teenager and she deserves to live such a happy life, and I really hope that in the coming years Sophie does get the glorious conclusion that we are going to see, and more on the ending of the series later. So I have been observing a little trend throughout the series, and maybe this is why I do feel that the later books are a little bit more different than the earlier books. It feels like Shannon has spent less time editing her books, so basically we're getting less plot for more pages, and it feels like Shannon was trying to like one-up herself, get more words or get more pages each book, and she did that up until Stellar Loon. But yeah, it's almost like Shannon just wants the books to be incrementally larger without no reason, because there was so much plot in books 1, 2, 3 especially. especially book 4. And like, that's even more plot than like what we got in Legacy, Flashback, Stellar Loon. It just seems like there's so much filler, and the dialogue and the description, like, it's just getting too drawn out. It's like at that point where it's like we need 1,000 pages of a book now to get through what 400 pages could in 2010. I don't know if you guys agree with this or not, let me know in the comments. Here's what I would love to see. I would love to see Shannon spend less time on the love triangle between Sophie, Fitz, and Key, and more time with some other romances, you know what I mean? I feel like we've seen a little bit with Bianna, like Bianna with Tam. I feel like Shannon has been dropping some inklings, but stuff needs to happen. Like, we're 9 books in, we are 9 books in, and there's only like been 2 confirmed relationships, which was Sophitz and then Sofitzkeefe, and Sofitzkeefe is still not solidified yet, it's still not final. So we need more relationships, and we need to see some breakups, we need to see some arcs between the other characters. Like, I want to have, you know, multiple relationships going on at once. I want it to be chaotic, and I want it to be fun. Please do not hate me for this one, but I kind of like that Sophie is unmatchable, because I think it will benefit her in the long run. I was actually very excited when I read that cliffhanger, like, Sophie is unmatchable. I immediately made the connection that Fitz is so concerned about his status, and that Fitz would never want to be with someone that was unmatchable, and I knew it would break their relationship apart. I knew that Sophie and Fitz's relationship would be toxic, and I just watched it rise and fall. Even disregarding Fitz and Key from this, Sophie deserves someone that's gonna, like, love her for her. There's no strings attached, you know, like that. And if Sophie's unmatchable, that's perfect because she doesn't have anyone being with her for her abilities. No one will be able to take advantage of her because they'll have to risk their status for her love, and only someone that really, really does love her would do that. Alrighty, last unpopular opinion for this video is that I do not want an epilogue in the ending of the series. If that's in book 10 or book 11, we don't know yet. I really love books that give an open ending. I feel like you kind of decide what happens after the fact, and if we get an epilogue, it's gonna give us too much detail. I want some sort of like conclusion, but I also want to imagine like what the rest of their lives would look like and what the future will look like for all of them. I also don't think it's in the theme of the series to be too specific, like down the line of what's gonna happen, because the series is very in the moment. The only thing that kind of breaks that fourth wall is the preface at the beginning of each book, which no one even remembers. The prefaces are not memorable at all, and maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't think an epilogue would fit within the style of the books. So that's gonna wrap up this video of unpopular opinions. I hope I did not anger or upset anyone with these opinions. Please do be sure to let me know down in the comments which opinions did you disagree with, and if you agreed with all of them, let me know. I would love to chat with you guys in the comment section down below. Please do be sure to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it. It would mean a lot to me, and it would mean a lot to YouTube because they care a lot about that. Subscribe down below for more content like this. I would really appreciate it, and share this video with a friend who also reads KotLC and see if they have similar opinions. Alrighty everyone, I'm checking out. My name is Troy, this is Billy, and we love you so much. Have a great day. Bye!